It's all going good. Hello and welcome to a very different episode of Know Your Role. Some stuff happened last episode that people were talking about. We've talked about it all week. But as I said, I had a plan. So, let's begin. Hope dies. Hope lives. Hope is the only thing you can bring forth. Hope can make you fall. Hope in poverty and hope in riches can help you all the more. Valericia.
Yes.
You wake up in kind of like your stereotypical like tavern room. That's like, so you know what I'm talking about with like the. It's my microphone's on to make sure everybody can hear you and me. Cool. Like your stereotypical kind of like tavern room. It has like a bed, little desk there, walls all around you. You can't hear anything outside, but you can just hear kind of basis of stuff. What would you like to do?
I would like to sit up on the bed and just kind of examine where I am.
You sit up and kind of like it almost kind of scooches back to you in flashes of just like what just happened to you. Almost you just forgot is that you just remembered you were just stabbed for the chest. As you go down to examine it, you realise there's no actual wound there. The armour you're wearing is gone, and as you look down to your hands, they're grey and not like the kind of vibrant kind of colour they once were. They're completely just like grey, devoid of almost like of colour, just been sapped out of them. Your armour, your clothes, just a basic white shirt, whatever trousers and boots you're wearing. As you look across the table, you do see there's a note with like a pen that ran it, with a pen like lying on it. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna like walk over and just see if there's like anything written.
Yeah, there's a note that just says, "Come down when you're ready." And like from outside your door, you can hear just like people laughing or whatnot downstairs, and they seem to be like talking in amongst themselves. But you're not really sure. Like, you know, the voice is coming from somewhere down a hall, but you're not sure where to go.
Okay, Valerica's gonna look at the door,
Mm-hmm.
kinda just sigh to herself. Well, I suppose I should see what this is all about. And she leaves the room.
Yeah, you leave the room. You go down to the normal kind of wooden hall. You continue to go down. There's a stairway that goes down. As you go down the stairs, you notice there's it goes down to a tavern. It's kind of a big tavern. In the middle is kind of like a horseshoe bar. There seems to be one person working there. He looks a little bit strange. He's like he's got like a red vest on, white shirt, kind of almost looks kind of modern. His hair's black, just kind of slicked back, and he just kind of seems to be working, not really paying attention to you. Over into the corner, the bar is completely empty. The tavern is completely empty apart from one table, which has 6 people at it. There's an elven woman with short black hair who's wearing kind of like a dress, but almost on top of it is like armour, like leather armour. No sleeves, and you can see just some tattoos that are kind of almost patchworky down her arm. There's also a dwarf who is balding, but so his hair is just like kind of there, not really, with a braided beard that goes down all the way to the ground, and just like it's a full kind of braid goes way down. There's also another human who seems to have a long braided ponytail with his side shaved, and there almost seems to be blue glyphs or kind of wards put into his head. He seems he's like older, maybe like even like 60, 70. There's another half-orc there, wearing chainmail shirt, but the chainmail shirt is just covered in just kind of dried blood, as it kind of sticks to it. You can see the kind of shiny glossness of it, and with an axe leaning up next to the table next to them. There's also a bard that's like all in black jeans, these weird black boots that are kind of like tipped at the end, massive handlebar mustache, and like you seem like people wearing reading glasses, but he has like black glasses on with a kind of like weird bowed hat, and they all seem to be talking to something up, and they all notice you and go. You see the elven woman stand up and go, "Finally, are you wanting to come and sit down with us?"
Sure. Valerica kind of walks over and sits with them.
They kick out a chair to you, and they all continue to drink and whatnot, and they go, "Sorry, we're not really." The elven woman speaks to you. Goes, "My name's Maven. We're not really sure. We've not really seen you around before. Is this your first time through here?" Or?
Yes. Where am I?
Well, we'll get to that point. We'll explain all. If this is surely must be your first time if you don't know where you are. I'm Maven. And she point to the dwarf and go, "That's Tomar." She point to the older man and say, "That's Eli." Point to the half orc and go, "That's Silva." And they'll point to the guy, the kind of bard that's almost a little bit smaller, and you see him going, "That's Lemmy."
Pleased to meet you all. I'm Valerica.
And they all kind of go, okay, like different gestures of saying hello. "So is this your first time here?"
Yes, it is.
"Right, well, suppose we should just tell you. You're obviously in a tavern, but it's in a different place you've probably never been used to in your life. It's having. It's in a place called the Waiting, and it's where they put us when they're preparing our bodies away.
Preparing our bodies.
Well, you must have died to being here.
I I remember being stabbed.
And then I'm afraid you died. Don't worry, we've all died. Some of us have died multiple times here.
I see.
Oh, so you're something that's called a vessel. It's for an extremely powerful being that can't go about in the normal world and just go and look into what it needs to look into. It needs somebody to inhabit, and you would be who it inhabits. Does that make sense at all, or is that too?
I I what? I don't understand. A vessel.
We'll say this:
Oh,
your body is your own, and like you have your soul and you have your body and everything. But we'll say a god or a being. Most of the time they're not gods. Sometimes they are. Sometimes it's really hard to describe. A being of immense power will inhabit your body when it needs to do things. And if you die, it doesn't want to lose you, so it brings you, deposits your soul here, rebuilds your body, and then you're allowed to go back.
go back. You mean I I can live again?
Yes, you can't be killed in a sense. None of us. Well, you can be killed. You just end up here, and you wait for your body to be rebuilt. But who knows how long. It depends. Really, I think how badly your body was destroyed. Eli, he was completely melted, so he's been here for a couple of years. I've been here for a couple of weeks. Most of it's been. Some people are here for days, but it just kind of depends.
I I see. Does everyone who dies come here?
No,
Or
no. Most people are in vessels. There's only, I don't know actually how many there are. I've only seen 8 or so, but from my understanding, there must be more.
I see.
And all the men will step up and go, How did you die? Were you killed unbeknownst, or did you get stabbed in the head, or blown up, or how did you die?
I I was stabbed in the chest by a dragonborn who wanted to kill me. I had to surrender myself for the sake of my friends.
You say Dragonborn, and they all kind of have a weird look in their face, but they don't. They go like, okay, look to each other and don't say anything. Well, but at least you know in some time you'll be able to go back.
So like her kind of raises an eyebrow, like she's noticed that everyone's kind of looking at each other. If I go back, surely this dragonborn's just going to come back for me. He is determined that I don't walk among the others.
He might do, I suppose. He, 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 no, it's, I don't think. Well, would you go after someone that you've just killed? How would he know?
Well, he was shouting and raving that I was wrong. I am an imbalance on this world, so I had to perish. I guess maybe if I return, he'll sense that I'm back, and he will once again have to, you know, correct what is wrong with the world, which would be me.
Guess that all depends on if he can sense if you're back or not. I wouldn't count on him being that powerful. I would just forget it. It's most best that way.
I'll try my best.
With Maven stands, kind of talks again. I'd get comfortable. In this tavern, we're all safe. Nothing can really hurt us at all. So there's no need to go out. If yes, there's no need. And you see
Is there anything?
the dwarf care. Are you looking to get back quickly, or are you in some sort of urgent matter? I know death must have come to you at a probably inopportune time, but are you still busy?
Back. Yes, many things to do, and there is someone I urgently need to see the minute I get back.
You see, they all kind of raise an eye and go, ah, so it's that kind of thing.
What are you insinuating?
Oh well, people always go back for love, and they always leave the tavern. So we'll probably warn you of this. You can leave the tavern; you're not kept here. But if your soul dies out there, there's no way to bring you back to your body. You'll be gone.
Oh, I see.
Like you can't. There is a way. People have done it in the past to get back to your body quicker. But if your being is not done preparing your body, then your body will still have the same wounds and same conditions that you left it in, so it won't be fully healed yet, and you'll just come back and you'll hope that someone's there to help you, or you'll have to help yourself, but depending on how you die. I blew up in a forge, so my body was splattered against the wall, so it will take some time for me to go back. But if you wanted to try and go, you could try and go through the gate.
Lerga just kind of like looks around. I'm not. I'm not sure if I want to leave. I don't want to risk losing my chance.
Well then, you can just stay here. Like I said, no one really knows how long it's going to be until you can go back to your body. Literally, when your being calls upon you, they may repair your body and then have other uses for it, and spend some time just getting it ready and whatnot, and then give it back to you. Like I said, Eli's been waiting here 2 years, Silver 6 months, Maven a couple of weeks. It depends how much time you really have.
I really hope it doesn't take years. I think I'm needed.
Well then, I wish you all the luck going for the gate.
Thank you.
If you leave the tavern, it's not as if it's the more inhospitable place. It's nothing too bad, but it's. I wouldn't risk my soul for it, but it depends how much you love this person, as you say. Do you think they would do the same for you?
In a heartbeat.
Then I
I
believe
know.
the choice is up to you.
Okay. Lerga's just gonna kind of like look around at everyone. Are they like also grayed out, or
No.
is it just
Just you.
okay? Um, can I ask a strange question?
Please.
Do you have any idea why I'm not um why am I not the colors I'm meant to be?
I assume that's how you always looked.
Uh,
Quite.
no.
Oh, well then, I don't know.
I see. Oh,
Feel free.
all
There's drinking food here. You can rest. There are a few weapons left by people, but again, if you're wanting to leave.
Where are these weapons?
I just live in the corner, and you see there's somewhat of a weapon rack next to the door that seems like it'd be the exit, and it's not like a massive weapon. It's like maybe like small, almost like kind of shoe rack size, and it's got a long sword on it, a mace, a short bow, some arrows next to it. Try to think what else I've put there. Sorry, I'm just trying to look to see if there's any what weapons I've put there. I did. Oh, okay. Yeah, a short bow, a mace, 10 arrows. Yeah, I said it. Cool. There is a town, somewhat to the, still in the distance. It's you can go there, but the people aren't the talkative bunch. They're lost souls that have no other purpose. Some choose to just sit there. Some choose to pray. Others seem to just work on what they can and continue their life. Well, whatever life a lost soul can have.
I see. Well, excuse me. Thank you. Thank you for telling me where I am. It's very helpful. Hopefully I can get to grips of this before the fear kicks in.
Right, well, if you want to come and drink with us, first do whatever you want here. You have nothing but time.
Thank you.
What would you like to do, Valericia?
I'm gonna get some food and a drink.
Yeah, you walk up to the barkeep. He turns to you almost kind of robotic fashion. He's kind of, can I get you something?
Yes. Can I have some mead, please, and some light to eat? Anything will be fine.
And you say it, he reaches down below the thing and pulls it up and puts it down. It's exactly what you asked for.
Oh, thank you.
I am quick.
How much?
Nothing here. No more relatives.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
No,
Valericia just kind of like picks the stuff up and goes back to the table and sits down.
That's fine. Yeah, you've got everything to do. You're sitting at the table. They're all talking to themselves, and they're just like talking about their beings and going. I've never really met them. I thought I saw them once, but Maven, you, I've spoke with my being a couple of times, but well, they were annoyed with me because the time I died, I was hung because I was just a stupid fool. Made said some things I shouldn't have said and got hung by the wrong group. No, that was about the fifth or so time I died though, so it wasn't really great. They were just upset that I just seemed to keep dying. Well, I've died a couple of times, you see the old man, but I've died mostly to that bastard competitor of mine. He's always coming to find me and blowing me up. Bastard. Absolute bastard. He always feels the need to come and kill me. Hux. He liquefied me once. You ever been turned into a pile of goo? And he just looks at you, Valericia.
I can't say that I have.
Really?
I'm sorry, your competitor?
Yes, I went to the Von Lux Magical Academy. Me and this other man had a rivalry studying things for magical artifacts, and he always seemed to study what I was studying, and he always wanted the glory, whereas I just wanted the knowledge. So he would kill me over and over again, and he asked me, how do you keep coming back? And I don't know, but then once he liquefied me, and that took a while to come back. But being turned into a pile of goo, when you're a pile of goo, you actually have a couple of minutes of sentient life before you completely die.
So you're conscious just in this sludge form?
Yes, it's almost as if you have eaten a rather large meal and all your bones have left you, so you're left with just the goo. Does that make sense?
Yes. That sounds awful.
Oh, I would suggest never being turned into a pile of goo then.
I suppose not.
But if you You ever met your being, Miss Valerica?
I'm sorry, my being?
The person who inhabits your body?
Uh, I guess not.
Hmm. Well, they are a secretive bunch and are elusive, so it's hard sometimes to speak to them. But you can catch glimpses of them here and there, and so I would watch out. I would want to know who inhabits my body, and the name is. The name is Yannick. He's a being of immense power. It seems to be over, from what my studies is, over just like happenstance and like coming across something. He's a strange fellow, but he seems to be straightforward with me. The few times I've spoke to him.
I'm sorry. Does everyone have a being?
I do
Is
see.
this a thing?
They all nod. And yes, because you're a vessel, as Maven speaks, your being inhabits your body. So you will have a being who's brought you here to deposit your soul while they repair your body.
Is do they? So do they just live in my corpse essentially?
Uh, it's hard. Describe what we consider living as being in a body full of blood and sac, but they have grown beyond that. They're beings who have grown beyond the need for a body, blood, a heart, a mind. They belong somewhere else now. But they still have work to do and things they'd like to follow through. So they need vessels like us to investigate the world. Because if they were just a happenstance into a normal world, everything would completely throw up. You would imagine a being of immense power showing up on top of Hydon. The world would go into a cataclysmic state. Buildings would knock over, fields would be drawn dry. So they create their own places in reality where they can observe from, and then they use us to kind of pierce the veil through. So they don't exactly inhabit your body; they use it, but they do have the capacity to take it over and then do what they wish if they needed to go investigate something.
So my being could potentially be walking around in my body.
Right now, depends if you were decapitated, killed in some manner way where your body couldn't walk about, your legs cut off, your eyes gouged out, or you hung. There's many ways. Pile of goo, like I said. Um, but if your body just poisoned, then that's, I think, not something that would take too long, and then you'd be able to walk about. But if you yourself were to go through the gate, um, you would go back to your body, but in its current state. So depends how your body was left, and if you keep dying and whatnot, it gets more annoying to keep bringing you back.
I understand.
But it doesn't sound like you were died in all that complicated ways. Stabbing through the chest doesn't seem all that bad.
Oh no, it was a really simple death. I just got fucking impaled.
Yes, you see, yes. The more you realise what happens, the more comfortable you come with it, the easier it becomes to deal with.
I'm just more concerned if my body is still walking around. I can imagine some of my party would have a very indifferent impression of that.
The it depends. They are beings of immense power. They can just go back and forth, as the dwarf says. Just kind of. He's sipping his drink as you kind of talk. He's kind of like he's listening, but not all that well to you. They don't play by the same rules as us.
I see.
They could they could kill you with a flick of a wrist, essentially. So if you were going to go and get after them and try and get your own body back, easy enough to kill you, kill your family, kill your dog, kill your mum, kill your boyfriend, your husband, wife. Very, very easy thing to do for them. So I would suggest not pissing them off.
I'll keep that in mind.
But it's depending on how long you want to stay here. So,
Uh, all
sorry.
right. I don't suppose you have a time estimate for a chest wound to heal to the point where I'm not going to bleed out?
No, you. I have no idea. Again, your being might use your body after you, so you could be here for. I was here once for 5 years. That was quite a long period. And that was just a simple slit throat. But it turned out my being had things to do with my body. So I waited. But then another person did come through, and they just went straight for the gate and went back to the body. So
I I don't know. Villager looks at the door.
mhm.
I could go back. It's just I it sounds grim. I don't know if I'm already underground or not.
What do you mean? Oh, I don't mean you. Well, you like I said, your being won't leave you in a state of duress. If you're under the ground, I imagine they would bring you out of the ground.
That makes sense.
They're very, very, very intelligent.
Huh. Interesting. Well then, Villager like picks up the meat and starts having a drink.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I better make the most of this. It's strange being almost in a void, I suppose.
You haven't. You've only seen the tavern. You haven't went and looked outside in the waiting.
It would be interesting to see.
Hmm.
Well, uh, once again, it was lovely to meet you all. Valericia like finishes off her mead.
Hmm?
I think I am going to go for a walk.
And they'll go. Today, hope to see you again. And the Silver, the half orc, just kind of laughs, and they all just kind of like wave you off goodbye. Are you gonna pick up any of the
Okay.
weapons?
Yeah, I'm going to take the short bow. And did you say there was a short sword?
A longsword.
Long sword? Oh fuck.
Do you know
I'll
what
just
do you know what they are? Like
yeah. I'll just take the short bow and the arrows for now.
so you're just taking the bow and arrows.
Yes.
You're not taking a sword, no.
Mm,
It's up to you.
I'll take the mace.
Okay, the mace. Okay, so do you, if can you add that to your sheet?
Yep.
Cool. Have you added them? Just let me know when you've added them so we can move on.
It's fine. Just one sec.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say I'm living for the music that's playing right now. It's so spooky.
Spooky spook.
Okay, that's added.
Cool. The short bow, the arrows, and the mace, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. And you could, they're all on your sheet, yeah?
Yes.
Cool. So you go outside, as soon as you open the door, you get hit with kind of like a weird sweet smell. It's not like a like sugary sweet, it's almost just kind of like a weird kind of taste to the air. There's almost kind of like a weird haze going about. As you look up, this it's like almost like the sky is completely covered in stars. You can see them quite shiny, and there's a blue and purple kind of haze across the night sky.
Can I know like to describe it to. Can I just picture this as Sovngarde?
You can if you want. And there's kind of a red aurora borealis. Do you know what that is? Yeah,
Yeah.
just kind of screeching across the sky. Of course, to the north, you're able to see a massive kind of like two-pillared red gate that's kind of swirling. It's up a cliff, and there's a wee building on top of it. That seems a bit across 3 miles you would have to walk. To the west, you can see a strange kind of blue light that's shooting up into the sky, almost kind of like it's got like a searchlight, and it seems to be on for like a couple of seconds, goes off, then comes back on, goes off, comes back on. And then to the east, you can see this town that has a tower in the middle, but it's all crumbled. It kind of caved in itself. There's houses around it you can see, a couple of miles off, but it looks kind of dark and just kind of decrepit. You can't see there's figures there, but you're not really making out who they are.
Okay. I want to go towards the town.
Cool. So, the town is not crazy far, but it's far enough. So let me get the town to the north. I said, yeah, cool. Yeah, so you start walking to the north. I just want to make sure on your sheet it says you have no armor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So it'd be 10 plus your dex.
Cool.
Cool. Walking across, you're able to see there are some, like, it seems strange. The land's covered in, like, stones, some dry grass, massive rocks. There seems to be lava coming out of the ground, also, like, water shooting out of, like, massive kind of, can't remember what they're called now, kind of hot springs. And they kind of just, like, they're combining with each other. Or they're, like, sweeping past each other. The land just seems kind of broken and disturbed. As you're walking across...
Sorry.
What'd you say, sorry?
I would just like me. Sorry.
So as you're walking across it, you do notice there's, like... There are some people, like... creatures walking about that seem humanoid. But they're almost like... They have, like, metal armour on, but you can't see any of their faces. It's almost like they're made of completely of smoke. But there is still an outline of, like, a person. You see them, and they're kind of, like, in your way towards the town. What would you like to do?
How many? Can I try like walk past them, or like are they going to be hostile?
It's really up to you. You will do.
I'll tread lightly, like
Cool.
towards them.
As you get closer, you see one kind of looks over in your direction. Can you? Where the fuck's my dice? Can you? Are you wanting to hide from them? You don't care.
I'll like kind of slow down my movement, but I'm not going to stop completely.
Cool. He kind of matches eyes with you, and looks at this guy like a massive switch into this guy. You see two more kind of pop out. Can you please roll initiative for me?
Yeah. That is 17.
2 seconds. Turn. I forgot I've got to stream this. Look, I said this to you as well. Can you see that camera?
Yeah, I can see it.
You can see the map, yeah?
Yes.
Cool. So, you are over here.
Okay.
Cool. Let me roll for them. Oh, fuck. Well, that's my dice gone. I don't know where that went. I'll get an RT20 then. What did you roll again?
17.
Okay, what's your dex score?
My dex. 18.
18.
Yes.
Hold on. Okay, so first up we are gonna have you. You see the map. So across from you, you can see these creatures kind of coming upon you. Across the river over there, there's just another being that seems to have a bow in its hand. What would you like to do?
I would like to attack.
Yeah, so they're about like I'd say 20 feet from you. What is your movement?
My movement speed.
Yes.
30 feet.
So your movement speed, it just kind of means like how far you can travel. in a given turn. Some people have higher, so that you can also use abilities to make them go further. But if you've got 30 feet of movement, you can get to them. Which one do you want to go up? Don't matter about that. Come back on, please. Go. Left or right?
I'll go for the one on the right.
On the right, cool. So you get there, yeah. Cool. How would you like to attack him?
I'm gonna grab the mace and just bonk it on the head.
Cool. Can you use your mace to attack, please?
Yes.
So that would most likely just be your strength. You'd be roll a d20 and then it would be adding like your strength and any attack bonus that the mace has. And you tell me the number.
15.
15. 15's able to hit it. Excellent. Now you would roll your damage, which is just a d8, I think, for mace. And let's say that in the middle thing.
I think it is a d8.
Let's make sure.
Fuck is my
That's
d8?
actually, I think it's a d6. Yes,
d6.
It's a d6, so it would be d6 plus your strength. I'm sure. Probably wrong, but that's the thing we'll use.
So... That is a 5.
A 5? Okay, you can walk up to... Is he almost going to kind of go for you straight away? You're able to kind of step away from his blow and just kind of bonk him on the head. Which doesn't seem like it hurts him, but it does crush his helmet a little bit, and you're able to bring it back to you. So do you have 1 or 2 attacks?
I have 2.
2. So
I'll fucking do it again.
Okay, go ahead, bonk him again then. Please roll another attack.
Nat 20, baby!
Cool, so please double your damage dice, so it'll be 2d6.
So I'm not rolling those same dice. I'm not that loser. See, that's that'll be 7.
7?
Yep.
7 to damage, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that in total you adding your strength after that as well?
No, that's the total, yeah.
Okay, no problem at all. Say you get him, bonk him again, it crushes his helmet in a little bit more, but it doesn't seem to like almost affect how he's moving at you at all. Okay, anything else? So have you got any other abilities you want to use? Anything else? As a bonus action and whatnot?
Let me just double check my bonus actions shit. No, I'll end my turn there.
Nothing? Okay, no problem at all. So it is their turn now, so this guy is just going to make his way towards the back here. And technically there is a D&D rule for flanking. We'll not use it right now, but I don't like the flanking rule. Of like if two enemies between you, they get advantage. We'll not do that right now. Or at all. So that guy got a 15. Does a 15 hit you?
Yes.
Cool. Second. That would be 7 points of damage as he just kind of comes up behind you and hits you. It kind of slashes you across the back, which doesn't go too far into your armor. It's almost like it just leaves a kind of like slight scratch into your back.
Yeah, I'm assuming I'm at full health right now.
Yes, you're at full health. Sorry.
How many points of damage did I take? Sorry.
7. Is that pretty sure?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. His second attack, he does 8. Does that hit you?
No.
He winds up to try and hit you again. Because he hit you the first time, you're aware of him now, and you just kind of step a little bit to the side. And he tries to hit you, but he misses you completely with his axe.
Cool.
Now it's the other guy who you've been wailing on. He's going to hit you. Does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, that's 6 points of damage. As you're almost focused on the guy in your back now, he just kind of gets you across your chest.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, his second attack is a 19. Does that hit you?
Yes, that hits.
Cool. So that's 8 points of damage. It's like the first one is just kind of goad you, and then as you kind of like, raise your hand again, he slaps at your hand and almost try to like break your kind of attack on him. He kind of slaps your hand away. Now it's their buddy's turn. The archer across. He is going to attack you. Does a 15 hit you?
Just, yes.
Okay. And so an arrow comes slinging across and just plants itself in your chest. It does 4 points of damage. And because of the it just hits you, but it doesn't seem to like impale you. almost like it could be a blunt arrow, or like not quite sharp enough to pierce you, so it just kind of pings off you a little bit. Still leave enough to bruise you.
Okay.
And for its second attack, it's a 14. Does that hit you?
No.
Okay, because 14 just make it. Another arrow just whizzes by you. Back up to your turn. What would you like to do?
Can I do an arcane shot, please?
Cool. Do you want to explain to me how that works?
Yeah, so one of my things is bursting arrow. So immediately after the arrow hits the creature, the target and all other creatures within 10 feet of it take 2d6 force damage each.
Cool. Would that be who are you hitting with that?
The one on the left.
Cool. Just so it's just all creatures, so that would be, I assume that would mean you, but we'll not abide by that rule because that seems really shit. So, roll to attack there, please, the guy on the left.
19.
19 hits, so that would just be how much damage? Sorry, can you read this? Like arcane, was it arcane shot? Did you say?
Yeah. So for bursting arrow, what did I say?
Bursting arrow. Sorry.
Take 2d6 force damage.
Everyone within 10 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, can you please roll that for the two of them sitting next to you? Do they get knocked back at all, or do they just kind of take that force damage?
They just say they take force damage. Cool. That's a 4.
A 4 to both of them, yeah. So they're both going to take 4. Cool. Anything else?
Yes. Can I action surge?
The action surge. Okay, so that means you got a full hour action. Go ahead.
Sweet. Just gonna aim for the archer.
Go ahead.
That's 16.
16. That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage, please.
3.
3. Okay, yeah. It hits him, but he's able to stand up again. Okay. It hits him. It almost impales between his armor, but it doesn't seem to affect his. It doesn't seem to react to it. Do you want to do anything else? Sorry. Yeah. No, that's your turnover, isn't it? Anything bonus action? Or did you switch weapon?
No.
You switched from mace to your bow, didn't you?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll let that be your bonus action. I think not. Is it not? It's a free action. Talk shite. So yeah, you could have a bonus action if there's anything you can do with your bonus action as well.
Can I use second wind as a bonus, or is that an action?
I think it may be an action. I'll check. It should say if you click on it. Does it say if it's an action or?
Just double checking. Sorry, where the fuck is it?
Second one. Bonus action.
Is that okay? I'm gonna do that then.
Okay, so it's one. So again, it's 1d10 plus your fighter level. So 7. What you guys are right now.
Yeah. Okay. That fuck is maybe then. Is that it? That's not it. That's 8.
8 in total, yeah, so you heal back for 8. Okay, so it goes back to these guys' turn. They're going to try and just straight up attack you again. Does 4 it hit you?
Yeah, no it doesn't.
I'm going not. But I imagine 18 does.
18 does, yes.
That's 9 points of damage. She just kind of slaps you down for it with another sword. Attack.
Okay.
So let's now to the second guy. He is 14, which I think misses, yeah?
Yeah, 14 misses.
Cool. And that other attack misses, so they all go to hit you, only one lands. You just get almost scared. You're able to breathe for a little bit, but hits you again, kind of takes all that breath back out of you. Back to the archer. He rolls a 1, so he's actually going to shoot one of his friends.
Nice.
And he hits his friend, and his friend takes a shot and just like His body just kind of like evaporates into black smoke, and the armor just hits the ground.
Okay.
Okay, it's you now. What would you like to do now? There's only one guy in front of you, and there's the archer over to the left.
I'm gonna go for the guy in front of me.
Okay.
Just normal attack with the short bow.
Cool. You would normally get like a just letting you know, you would normally get a disadvantage because how close you are to someone with a bow. It would be technically easier for them to move out the way, blah 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 stuff. But we'll not do that rule now. But if just in the future, just be aware of that, okay?
You don't have to dumb the game down. You can use a disadvantage if you have to.
I'm just letting you know.
Okay. So that's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
18. 18 hits. Go ahead, roll damage, please.
5.
5. Yeah, that hits him. He's looking a little bit weary, but he's still able to stand. Anything else?
Just same attack again. But no. I take that back. I'm going for the archer now.
I go for the archer. Okay.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
21. Cool. What's your damage?
Oh shit. 6, baby.
6. Brutal. Hits him, he has the kind of no reaction, just readies his bow back up. Anything for your bonus action?
No, I am done for now.
Problem at all. So you just go straight up. The guy standing right across you rolls an 18. So
That hits.
that hits, but I lost another die to the floor. That's 1 point of damage. He's just gonna do.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. Oh, there's 1 point of damage. The second turn, however, he gets a 14, which misses you.
Yep.
Back up to the archer, who gets an 18.
Yep. Okay.
And it's 4 points of damage, and our arrow hits you.
Cool.
Then misses his second shot, so now it's back to you.
Okay, are these... Actually, no. Forget what I was going to say.
Okay. What were you going to say, just out of interest?
I remembered I have... So see the stuff that I got from Do You Know Your Role, do I still have that stuff, or has that been taken away from me because I'm technically dead?
Not right now. Not in this form.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just normal attack them. Going for the archer.
Cool.
That's 13.
13. Misses, sorry.
Yeah, that's cool. Uh, 15.
15 hits, go ahead, roll your damage.
6 again.
6. That downs the archer again, turns it into black smoke and just kind of...
Yay. That's so violent.
What?
I just like looked at the stream, I just see you flicking this little guy away.
Right, so anything else for your turn?
Uh,
Guy standing right in front of you.
Can I switch to the mace and just bonk him again?
Yeah, go bonk him.
That's a 14.
14. Go ahead and roll your damage.
2.
2. Actually, that was enough. He was pretty wavery already. You've been whacking him for a while. So yeah, they all kind of die and turn to black smoke, but these like almost kind of like as the smoke evaporates, you see kind of strange like little pockets of light that are just around them.
Okay. Can I go like check it out?
Yeah, you can walk up. As you walk up, they kind of almost go into your hand, and it almost kind of feels kind of nice and warm going into your hand, but it's not entirely sure what it is.
Okay.
But yeah, the way is completely clear now.
Cool.
Head towards the
I'm
south.
assuming. I was going to say, I assume because these dudes evaporate, they didn't really drop anything.
No, nothing was dropped.
Okay.
Yeah, you can make your way towards town. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I'll just go towards town.
Problem. You keep walking. As you get closer to the town, you notice the huts have just completely like they just smell moldy and just kind of a little bit like You wouldn't want to go in there, kind of like a wet, old, damp house.
Okay.
Walk by though, you do see people sitting. It's like almost like they've got clothes on, but they're all bolted. The people who are sitting down have completely like malnourished. They have no fat on them or like any kind of body. They're just kind of almost like skeletal, like their skin is just hanging to them. But there's some of them are just sitting down. Some boys you walk by are crying. Some are actually sitting there like praying. Some are like actually with their hands out, almost like they're begging for something. You can make your way closer into the middle of town.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. As you continue to walk towards this tower, you do hear like a clink, clink of like a blacksmith's hammer. And you see a wagon that has kind of like a couple of goods, a person standing outside it with a table. In the middle of town, no. You see a pillar, which is like, do you see that? You've often seen this before in kind of fiction, of somebody with their head through it with their arms.
Oh, yeah.
You see that. Inside it is a dragonborn. And on their back, they've just been stabbed with swords. Like, there must be 15 or 20 swords just all completely stabbed into them. But they're still moving and still able to. You see them still breathing. They're still like standing up.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Like cautiously kind of approach them just to kind of see what's happening. Like it's just more for like curiosity.
You can just hear them breathing and looking down.
What happened to you?
This is my punishment.
What did you do?
I broke an oath.
What oath?
It was either me or Cull.
Cull?
Cull.
Who is this Cull?
A dragonborn. Named the Crimson Prophet. He is our leader, but he's... I thought he was leading the Dragonborn in a different, wrong direction. I tried to fight him, but he communicated me here. Instead, gave me this punishment instead of death.
I see. Are you... Well, clearly you're not, but are you alright?
I have been better. It almost kind of like a weird smirk comes in his face when he says that. But I don't. You don't seem like the others. You seem different. Is there any way you could help me?
I guess it depends what kind of help you're looking for.
Well, removing these swords and getting me out of this would be a start.
How do I know you're not going to hurt me?
Because I currently have 13 or so swords stuck in my back.
Alright. I guess I'll help you.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of like... Oh, sorry.
No, wait, sorry.
I was gonna say, like, Valericia kind of like walks behind him and like puts her, like, gets a grip on one of the swords and kind of like starts to tug at it.
As you start to pull out, it seems like it's been there a while. You see, like, the blood is kind of scabbed or curled around the sword, so pulling it out, you have to kind of break it off the skin at first, and then they kind of wince, and you pull it out, drop another sword. Takes a while to get them all out, but as you get that last one out, you kind of and breathes a little bit. The wounds are still there, but it doesn't seem to be like bleeding or causing really any immense pain. You just have to break the lock. It's on the... And you see there's just a lock to the side. It's a normal kind of lock.
Okay.
It's...
Can I...
It's, well, this is the point where you Tell me just go fuck myself. It's a bloodlock. It requires a sacrifice to open it. A drop of blood will do, but I don't know if you're willing to cut yourself for me.
Like, her kind of just, like, looks at the palm of one of her hands, and then looks at the lock. Well, still beats being stabbed in the chest, I guess. But, like, her, like, takes, like, one of the swords that she picked up and, like, just kind of, like, drags it across the palm of her hand.
Mm-hmm.
And her hand, her palm's, like, now bleeding.
I'll say you take 6 points of damage. I rolled it, came out at 6, but quite hard a little bit. Just because the blade's a little bit corroded and whatnot. So
That's fine.
You take a little bit of damage, you place your hand in it, and the lock just kind of pings open. It falls to the floor. Opens up, and they kind of like fall back a little bit as to breathe it. Ugh. Thank you. Sorry. I didn't even ask your name.
Valericia.
I'm Ember.
Pleased to meet you, Ember. Like, her, like, offers out her other hand to try and help him back up.
Yeah. Grabs your hand. Brings you up. Ugh. Well, I have been through the ringer. Thank you for helping me. If there's anything I could do to help, please let me know.
If it's not too much to ask, this will seem very, random, I suppose. Your dragon bones.
Mm-hmm.
What were your purpose?
The dragonborns are enslaved to the dragons. It's just the way it is. It's not a type of enslavement to be hate. They are the ultimate being, and what they say has a lot of wisdom in it. So we follow them. I was quite devout. Me and Cole, we were almost, you could say, opposed for the general type leader of the Dragonborn. But him and they were more radical, his side. They thought the slate needed to be wiped clean of everything. I felt differently. I felt we could actually speak to Arcanlight in need, but he said to me, it requires balance, so he was going to make sure the world was in balance.
Well, like, her kind of makes like a little, like, snarly expression and just looks at the ground, and she just kind of like gets this feeling of anger.
So you've met him.
You could say that. He sounds like the one that sent me here.
Well, he brought me here, so stands to reason. If you're thinking about going for revenge, I hope you're a lot more powerful than you look. Cole, he's the closest thing the Dragonborn have to a god.
Oh, really? Interesting.
It seems like an exaggeration or a phrase, but I've seen him do things that I didn't think were possible.
So he really is just a powerful being.
He's not like... I guess a powerful being is the best way to put it, yes.
How dangerous is he?
Very. He man saw the Dragonborn, the Dragon's Hollow. The dragons gave him his own dragon to raise, which is a responsibility and a respect I have never seen before.
I see. So he really does have everyone in his grasp.
From what I know, his plans have spanned for a good couple of 100 years. But I fear his methods will make all of it go extinct. He seems to have some sort of plan that I wasn't completely brought in on, but it seems to... the grasp of it seems to be he's going to pit Ark and Light and Eden against one another, and then come from them both when they're both weakened.
That's evil.
He says he has a plan and he's going to follow it through. I'm not too sure what else I can do. I've already tried to fight him, but it proved to be nothing.
The fact that you tried means a lot.
Not enough.
If I had it my way, he'd already be dead. But unfortunately, I have met my match. I'm now just worried. He better not hurt any of my friends. He better not hurt Starling. I want this man to pay for what he's done to me.
Then I would suggest you need to get a whole lot more powerful and stronger.
Oh, I plan on it.
Do you have a way out of here, at least? I know we're in a different plane, but I'm not exactly sure where.
I've been told if I want to leave, I have to simply head for the gate, but I have a feeling that's easier said than done.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like it'd be too hard, but I'm going to rest here a while, so maybe I'll go through the gate another time, but I do wish you all the luck and thank you for helping me.
Very welcome. I guess you're in the same position as me, of you just have to wait till you can return.
It doesn't sound like you have to wait if you can go through the gate.
Well, from what I've been told by a few of the people who have been here for a while, if I headed back now, I'm simply going to return back into the state I was in, which was bleeding to death.
Yes. But that's to say the same amount of time passes here as it does there. Or to say that your friends haven't already tried to help you, if they were around you.
I can guarantee there are 2 people I have in mind that would have tried their very best.
Then it seems like you have every right to turn back. Unless it's you who doesn't want to. Are you afraid of him?
Right?
Of Cull?
I feel like I just kind of locked eyes with the Dragonborn. I am fucking terrified. I never thought I would face death that way. And now that I have, I don't ever want to experience this again. I know death comes for us all, but I thought I was fearless. I didn't question death. I didn't ever think about it. And now all I can think about now is, what if I go back and I just die again?
Valericia.
What if Odeysus? What if Venis? What if they can't help me? I don't want to die again.
He killed you. But I don't think for a second he's beaten you.
I really want to find Carl. I want him to suffer. And God knows. I don't know if the others have tried. I don't know if they're still with my body. I don't know what's happening. I'm scared that they're hurt. I'm scared that he's hurt them. I don't want to. What if I go back and they're all gone? I'm alone. Again. I just don't want anything bad to happen ever again. But I have no control over that.
Then I guess all you've got left is hope. It's not something he can kill, and it's not something he can take away from you.
He can't take it away, but he has certainly knocked me down a peg.
I would say get back up then.
I'm going to try my very hardest.
It seems like the gate awaits you. And Ember just kind of takes a deep breath and goes, I'm going to go find somewhere to lie down, but I hope we do meet again one day, Valericia. And he kind of puts out his hand, but he's kind of shaking a little bit because they're still hurt.
Valericia kind of, grabs his hand, lightly shakes it, and then goes in for a hug.
Yeah, they hug you as well. And then
Thank you.
Thank you. And then they just kind of walk off. They're in rags, almost kind of like a shirt and raggedy clothes, but they kind of wander off into the town. Anything else you'd like to do? As you look out towards the thing, you now see there's the gate off to the distance, and there's also that blue light that's still going on and off.
Valerica's gonna look at the gate and then look to the light and just kind of look at the ground. She's feeling quite like she wants to go back, but she's terrified. Valerica then just kind of looks up to the sky. I really hope you're all okay. I miss you all so much. I promise I'm going to make everything better. She's gonna head towards that blue light because she wants to see what that is before she leaves.
Cool. As you start walking across, the light just keeps on doing its thing of just like off and on. There are other creatures there, like the beings, but you've kind of know now to go around them. So can you roll stealth for me, please? Or are you wanting to go around them, or?
Yeah, I'll go around them.
Cool.
What is my stealth? 18.
18. Yeah, so you can't see it will kind of navigate. I shall roll perception for them. I don't put it down yet. No. So yeah. You get around them, kind of like take your ducks and caves and whatnot. You kind of step really hamly. You then get to blue light, but it's just over a hill. As you go over the hill, you notice there's a hole in the ground where the blue light's coming from.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly walk towards the hole.
Yeah. As you continue to walk, the light stops, and you look into it.
Huh.
All you notice now is it's a plain. It's the pool of water. If you look closer though into your own reflection, which is just your face, but like no colour whatsoever.
Yeah, Valerica notices she's all grey. She kind of just gently brushes her own hand against her cheek. This is definitely a different look.
You then,
Guess I'm not...
in the water, start to see your face change a little bit.
Oh, okay.
You start to see an image of your death, of Cull stabbing you, taking his spirit of you, leaving on his dragon, and you see all your friends try to get you back up. You see Venis pour all his magic into you, you see Starling cradle you, you see Odeysus contact his god to demand to bring you back, you see Moryn strike at a tree so hard that it breaks his sword, you see Burnie dumbfounded, not able to speak. Time passes, and then you see there's just a sword implanted in the ground, and almost kind of like a pile of rocks of where a gravesite is. Your own grave. You see the five of them return to Port Violet. They'll have a solemn drink. Okay, raise their glasses and respect to you. They then all singularly leave Port Violet on their own. You then see a vision of Venis finding a new temple on Arcanlight and living it peacefully. You then see Moryn return to his tribe as a hero with a massive welcome, parades, and kind of a fair. Starling reunites with his brother, heals their relationship, and goes back to their home Port Violet, and they both help raise their new brother and somewhat help mending their relationship between their parents. Odysseus finds his son, returns home, and lives out the rest of his days peacefully, dying in his bed next to his wife. You see Burnie become world renowned as a comic. It is actually loved by everyone, and people stop him in the street to speak to him. The vision then distorts and comes back to your grave, but it almost seems as if time has decayed the sword a little bit in the rocks. A wagon passes by. A man gets out, looks at the grave, gives it a little nod, and then continues on. A voice appears in your head. Death is not a mercy for you. Death will not bring your friends peace. Death will elude you. Death will warm you. Death will claim you. The lighthouse calls for you. And an image of a lighthouse will appear on this lone island. But as soon as you see it, you know exactly where it is. And it come out of it. Almost feel like you were glued towards the water. You now look up. And you see an image of a woman, but almost completely made of smoke. You can't even see their feet, it almost seems to be levitating, and smoke just pouring out of them.
Valerica's just gonna, like, because obviously, because of that whole thing that she just witnessed, she's kind of like, she's not like sobbing, but she has like tears running down her face. I'm only saying that because I actually have that right now and I hate it.
Okay.
And she's gonna, who are you? What do you want?
The vision is what will come to pass if you do not go through the gate. Do you think that's what your friends want? Do they need your help?
I'm not sure. They all... They got what they wanted in the end. Odysseus found his son. Starling's rebuilt his family. Moryn's a hero. Burnie's famous. At least it seems to get better for them. They split up.
Do you think they'd be better? Would they be better together?
I don't want us to go our separate ways. Is this what's gonna happen?
It could. I am the wombless mother. And me and you are linked in a way.
I'm sorry, what?
I spent a lot of time on you. But if you want all the answers, come to the gate. And then almost like they start to go backwards, but they just kind of fade away into a kind of thinner and thinner mist, and then they're gone.
Wait, I'm so conflicted. What do I do? Like, it kind of like puts her hands on her head. Everyone's seems at peace without me. I've been forgotten about. But this is what they want. Am I stopping them from being happy? She kind of just looks up at the sky again, and then up to the gate.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go back. I can't not go back. There's so much more we have to do together. Like, it's gonna start walking towards the gate.
You start walking towards the gate. A good couple, like, I'd say like 40 minutes passes, walking back towards the gate. You crest over a hill and you see, suspended in the air is like hung people. They're almost kind of like transparent though, where the rope isn't attached to anything.
Okay.
And they're just kind of, they're still, they're not moving, but they're all over. Do you want to try and get through them?
I guess there's no way around them.
No, they completely compass all the way in front of the way up to the gate.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and go through them.
Can you roll? Try to think here. If you were stepping. Just give me a dexterity roll, please.
Yes, sir. 22.
22. Easy enough. You're able to kind of skirt all your way through them. Go through them. You can notice that their eyes are still open. Some are still a little bit swinging. You're able to kind of creep all the way kind of through them and not disturb any of them.
Okay.
You do see though, to get up to this building, it seems like you have to climb up the mountain. Can you give me an athletics check, please?
Yes. I just need to double check what my athletics thing is.
Cool.
16.
16? Yeah, I'd say that's fine. You kind of like struggle a little bit to get up and fall sometimes, and it kind of like hurts your hands even to get up. So you're feeling a little bit worse for wear getting up there. But you eventually do get up and kind of able to take a deep breath. As you look up, you notice it's actually, the building is somewhat of a temple, with a stone door completely closing it. But on it you can see there's like some words. Are you wanting to go over and read them?
Yes.
The words read, "I am there when you need me and can stab you in the back. I cannot temper your blade, but give me away and you're on the right track. Something a friend needs, but cannot give back. What am I?" I'll read that again because that was terrible. "I'm there when you need me and can stab you in the back. Cannot temper your blade, but give me away and you're on the right track. Something a friend needs, but they cannot give back. What am I?"
I'm there when you need me, but stab you in the back.
But can stab you in the back.
I'm not sure.
It'd be original. See,
It's a very good riddle. I I don't know, trust or something?
What?
I was gonna guess trust, but I have no idea.
I would just go like a little step further. You're kind of on the right track.
Okay. Uh,
If you give me a wisdom check, I'll maybe give you a clue.
okay.
Just roll wisdom.
14?
Give you somewhat vague clue. It's not exactly completely, but it's a good roll, good enough roll. Getting from the description, you get it something like would be important to have in a friendship or in a group of people if you didn't want to like. If you all wanted to somewhat, if you did want to trust each other, it requires this.
A bond?
I'm looking for a very specific word.
Ah! A hand?
If you were somewhat, if you trusted someone impeccably and you were like gonna stand by them, what would you be?
Devoted?
Another word for devoted.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
You'd be like,
Loyal?
as you say, loyal. The stone door kind of breaks open, pushes apart. Inside's quite a grand temple. There's no statue or anything though. There just seems to be like a little pool of kind of water. It's not completely filled, but maybe go up to your ankle. And you see there is a throne there, a stone throne, but there's no like statue. It's just empty completely.
Okay.
And rising up from the water, you see the same figure who spoke to you at the light.
It's you.
What is your plan when you go back?
I'm going to reunite with my friends. I'm going to get stronger. I'm going to take down the bastard who brought me here in the first place.
I would agree. Cull has become a disturbance. But you alone cannot take him. You and your
I won't
companions,
be alone.
you and your companions may be strong, but not strong enough to take him down. There is something in Lighthouse. I believe you already know where it is.
Like,
When
yes.
You think about Lighthouse, you think about it, it's down the south of Hearth of Eden.
Yes, I know the exact lighthouse.
There is something in there that will help you against Cull.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I do have a slight apprehension towards that lighthouse.
Why would that be?
I heard a voice. Death waits for me at the lighthouse. Is this something I have to be concerned about? I don't want to die again.
Death will elude you. You cannot die as long as you're in my care.
Did you promise?
You may die and you come back here. But once I've repaired your body, you shall go back.
I trust your word. I really do.
And she kind of floats down a little bit, and her face reveals, and she has actual really soft features. And she looks at you, and she takes your hand, and she goes, I understand. The journey ahead will require more strength. So these gifts shall help you in the coming journey. And she takes her hand off you, and you notice your skin starts to return to colour. But a colour you're not really used to. It's starts to get a little bit paler. And you notice your hair almost turning your skin kind of bluish. And your hair starts turning a kind of purple colour.
What's happening?
I'm afraid, Valericia, death can be quite traumatic. So repairing your body has required some changes. However, within these changes, I have been able to distill some new power for you.
Hold on a sec. Like, it kind of looks at her hands and, like, brings her hair around, like, over her shoulder and notices that it's now, like, bluish purple.
Mm-hmm.
These colours. And she looks up at the, at this woman with, like, wide eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Have you done what I thought you've done?
I've not restored it, but death has brought this out. I don't know if you'll change again. But I think I've fixed it.
I changed with the seasons again?
I would not know until it becomes a new season, but I would hope so.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Valericia, once per long rest now, you'll have 3 times. You can use these abilities 3 times. You gain the spell.
Let me just get my thing up so I can write this down. Okay, so use these like 3 times for good or 3 times per rest?
3 times per rest. So like you can use them like you can use one spell 3 times or all of them like once. You know what I mean? Like kind of like you have 3 uses of spells for a long rest.
Okay. That's fine. Okay.
The 3 spells you get are Frostbite, Ice Knife, and Shield. Which I've named it Ice Shield, so it's almost like when you use it, it kind of forms a layer of frost around you. It means you can't be hurt.
Okay.
So that's not like the spell shield is different, but that's just kind of like how it's the aesthetic wise in this context.
Okay. Cool. I've got them.
Cool. Hopefully it should help. Hopefully it should make your journey easy.
I cannot thank you enough. Please forgive me if you have already told me, but what is your name?
I am known as the Wombless Mother.
Wombless Mother. I shall remember that.
There may be times when I call upon you to do certain deeds. I would ask that you do them without question.
Yes, my lady.
And she kind of nods, and the door behind her opens up to the red swirling gate.
Yeah, she's going to slowly walk towards it.
And you go to walk towards it. The gate kind of swirls, almost kind of chaotically, a little bit kind of frighteningly. But through it, you can kind of feel like there's a glimmer of just like you can almost feel kind of Starling's presence and Odeysus and the whole party just kind of like through that gate. Are you wanting to go through?
Yes.
Cool. So you put your hand through it, and you feel warmth come back through it, even though to your cold skin now. And you completely pass through. And that'll be where we end this.
Hey, I'm back.
Okay, well, this has been somewhat of a different episode of Know Your Role, just kind of like a small thing. But I hope everyone had a nice little time. Thanks to everyone who came by, or a little secret thing. As I've got plans. No one should ever question. I hope everyone had a nice day. You anything you want to say, Lauren?
All I can say is, well, thank you so much for not killing Valerica.
I've never had your fault. You think I'm crazy? I'd never kill Valerica like that.
I mean, I've heard your past D&D campaigns. It wasn't totally out of the question.
Yeah, but I'm never want to take player choice away. The only reason I took player choice away for a very real reason there. But yeah, I always have a reason for what I do. But
well, thank you.
No problem at all. Hope everyone has a nice day. Thank you for coming by.
Thanks, everyone.